In the news tonight, President Afan Ali urged Guyanese to trust the system in minister's alleged rape investigation.
The system completes its work, then subsequent decisions will be made.
And concerns raised over treatment of rape victim by MPs.
You're dealing with the personal trauma, the damage to your body, your spirit, your mind.
President Afan Ali said there is no compromise for him with regards to the rights of women and children. Ali, who spoke to members of the media at the Outer Chung Conference Center this morning, was responding to the allegations leveled against his local government and regional development minister, Nigel Darmalal. The minister has been accused by a 16-year-old girl of raping her. The head of state has urged Guyanese to trust our systems to work.
That there is a procedure that has to follow, and we have to trust our system. Now, that system has commenced its work with investigation. I am not involved in that. The minister proceeded on leave to allow that system to work, right? When the system completes its work, then subsequent decisions will be made.
If he's charged, would he be asked to resign, or would you expect him to resign?
I would just say, I don't want to assume anything now, but all I want to say to you, Chabral, is that I have always worked in the interest of this country and the people of this country. And let the system work. At the end of what the system's job, then we'll make decisions going forward.
Mr. President, would you say you're satisfied with the investigation so far?
I can't say. I have not seen the result of the investigation. I have not involved myself in the investigation, so I can't be in a position to say I'm satisfied or not satisfied. The investigation is separate and apart from the government.
Ali said he will stand behind the decisions of the institutions.
As president, I have no other choice but to stand behind the decisions of the institution. If the institution decides it's just separate, it's independent. It's like the judiciary, it's the police, it's the DPP. It's independent of the executive. So it's not a matter of standing behind, it's a matter of respecting whatever outcome is there.
All right, thank you, the President.
We have to, you see, I want to say something. We have to work in this country to ensure our institutions, we trust our institutions. That is what we have to do.
Currently, Minister Darmalal's file is before the DPP for legal advice.
Drink and taste, you will never decline. Extra lemon and lime, it's the two combined. It's one of a kind. Extra lemon and lime, extra lemon and lime. Taste the citrus in every sip.
Team Extra presents Creek Swag 2023 live on stage. Trinidad and Tobago, Lady Lava.
Yeah, we don't know it's Lady Lava, Queen of the Freak, and I will be live in Guyana on the 2nd of July. Aziza, Kusta, Linden Highway, I'll come out and represent.
Lady Lava.
You have a girl well I like him more. You have a girl well I like him more.
Granny.
No more swag, stop this. Don't let me give you some bumper.
Granny.
Miss Grippy. Miss Grip Grip. Miss Grippy. Miss Grip Grip.
On Sunday, July 2nd
At Aziza Kuza Creek.
Early bird tickets $1,500 while stocks last. Ticket location: White Castle Fish Shop, Just Your Size Boutique, Orange Walk, Fireside Grill, Highway Cafe, Suicide Junction,
An Extra Beer Stabic Market location.
compliments of Fireside Grill, and extra energy drink.
I'm Anshul. I'm the manager over here at Brooklyn Institute of Vocational Training. We provide home health tech training here. For that, we have flexible classes, which includes morning, evening, and the weekend class. You can choose any class, whichever is convenient for you. Also, this career is now at the peak. This career pay rate increases from $19.09 till up to 2109 now. I speak different languages, which includes Hindi, Punjabi, Urdu, Bangla, and our certificate is recognized all over the New York because we are licensed from Board of Education. Once you graduated from our school, you can work with any agency anywhere in New York. Our address is 110-05 Liberty Avenue, Queens. Guys, I know the name is Brooklyn Institute, but we are located in Queens. I repeat the address, 110-05 Liberty Avenue, Queens. 11419 is our zip code, and my number is 929-386-0092. If you have any questions, you can always call me, and I will be happy to answer all your questions. Don't forget to check our website, www.myBrooklyninstitute.com. Come join our school and get home health aid certificate, as we like to believe changing lives one student at a time.
Member of Parliament Cathy Hughes said she's concerned with the way the 16-year-old alleged rape victim is treated in this matter. Hughes was speaking on the picket line outside of the DPP chamber this afternoon.
Having her away from her family still, not back maybe in the village, who is considering what is best for her? You have taken away, from what I read in the press, you have taken away her devices, her phone, maybe her tablet. I understand at one stage they had taken away some of the devices belonging to family members. So you've totally cut them all off. They're the ones that are suffering and cannot even communicate. And most importantly, the last time I spoke to my colleague, Kemraj Ramjatan, who had been asked by the mother to represent her, he was not being allowed to speak with his client. So there's some fundamental, basic human rights that the law allows that are being denied, you know.
Hughes said she's confident that the victim is not receiving the best support.
I am not sure, I am not confident that we're giving her the best support, and long term, it makes it harder for someone to step forward and to say this has happened to me when the protection they get is practically nothing. Practically nothing. You're dealing with the personal trauma, the damage to your body, your spirit, your mind. You're dealing with the humiliation that unfortunately a whole set of stupid Guyanese do all the time. You're dealing with people that should step forward and say something, like the female members of government in the cabinet on the other side, that have not stepped forward and said, despite the politics, despite how we may be at each other, there are certain things that are not acceptable. Not acceptable. And we all have to, silence is not acceptable at a time like this. We have to all step forward, especially as united women who worry about our children. We have to step forward and say, no, this can't go down.
General Secretary of the People's National Congress Reform and former Minister Dawn Hastings Williams called out the Minister of Amerindian Affairs over her silence on the matter.
No other race, no other thing has that special ministry, and to this date, I haven't heard, I haven't seen anything coming out from the Minister of Indigenous Peoples Affairs, where she ought to say a statement. I don't know, being silent, I think in my opinion, and in the opinion of all the Indigenous brothers and sisters, being silent is acceptance. It is normal that these things be done to our Indigenous boys and girls. I am saying, I am pleading, and I need us to bring this to an end. Justice must be served. and justice must prevail. I am also calling, I continue, and I'm not going to stop here. I'm going to go out to international organizations. I am not going to stay here until justice is served.
Since the allegations were made public some 2 weeks ago, Minister of Amerindian Affairs Pauline Sukai has said nothing on the issue. The Police and the Child Care and Protection Agency probe into the matter was completed, and the police's file was sent to the DPP for legal advice.
Running late and can't wait to the gate? We got you. The Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited has introduced a fast and easier way to make payments to your accounts through the GT&T mobile money services. Here's how. Click on the MMG app. Under Services, select Pay Bills. When you are there, look for the Financial Institution option. Once that is done, select Guyana Public Service Cooperative Credit Union Limited to pay your loan or make payments to your savings. Payments to the credit union made easier. GPSCCU, the credit union you can bank on.
Washi. Hi people. Washing made so easy since I found Washi. Washing me use wash me clothes and I can say wash your soap powder, wash clothes so nice. Wash your soap powder, leave your clothes color bright. Wash your soap powder, leave me clothes smelling nice, of course. So give thanks for wash your soap powder for doing my laundry right. Keep my clothes color bright, have my clothes smelling nice for sure. I could not ask for more. Comes in lemon and original. It is a washing machine in a pack. Wash your soap powder, wash clothes so nice. Wash your soap powder, leave your clothes color bright. Wash your soap powder, have my clothes smelling nice, of course.
Distributors located in the Stabrook Market.
The protest against Government Minister Nigel Darmlal entered its 7th day as Guyanese anxiously awaits the DPP's advice on the rape allegations made against the minister by a 16-year-old girl. Today, a number of persons protested in front of the DPP chamber, seeking some answers as to when the public can expect her legal advice on the matter. Former Government Minister Simona Bruns believes that the DPP is taking too long to pronounce on the matter.
Report wrap up so fast by the police, but it come to the DPP. I don't know if it's a novel or a textbook that the DPP got to go through that we're taking so long. I think it's beyond ridiculous. It's beyond a shameful situation. Whereas we can look to the young lady's the Facebook page, and if you've gone through the notes on her page as recent as last night, I mean, and persons in the public, we're taking this matter for granted.
John Wilson, who journeyed to the protest, said, as a father, he's hurt.
I do not understand how men that are fathers of children, especially girls, can give this a passing eye, and that's the reason why I came out. I do not believe that no man that has children should let this go by just like this.
Also, the calls continue for Darmlal to be fired. It was Vice President Barajagde who said that there must be a full investigation of the allegation, and if the minister is found guilty, he faces all the consequences associated with the charge. Today, the DPP chambers, in a statement responding to protesters demanding that the case be treated with urgency, said it will not be intimidated by individuals who profess to want justice in a criminal matter, while a police file is being given due legal attention. The DPP has decided to label all demonstrators as opposition elements. It appears that the file will not be given precedent over files of persons in custody. According to the statement, the file in question is one of thousands of police files which the DPP's office receives from all stations in all 10 administrative regions of Guyana for legal attention. Files for persons in custody are given priority. The DPP chamber said it was strongly urging the public to desist from politicizing an alleged criminal offense. Further, that the case is indeed one of national interest, and therefore all statements or evidence must be considered before legal advice is given to the police. This is not the first protest on the alleged rape, where calls have been made for the matter to be treated with a level of urgency, that the child be protected, and for her to get justice. For these and other stories, do visit us at our website www.rdproductiongy.com.